Welcome back. Welcome to my channel. Turn a little light on. I'm sorry. I should have had the light on already. Okay. Spirit, please be with us right now. Guide and direct these cards to the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Give clear, conscious answers. Make it easy to understand. Make it easy to read. Be plain and be simple. Be upfront and be honest. We need direction. We need guidance. We seek guidance. Please bless those that enter this room. Bless those that are watching this video with the utmost finances, with the utmost respect and love, and comfort and healing. May each and every person that enters this live video be blessed and get the truth. May each and every person that enters this video feel the burden on their hearts to love others, to reach out and help when they can, and to always remember the one that gives gathers. But in order to help themselves, they should think about giving. All right. All right, guys, let's get some clear answers. We're going to do love and money. I'm going to use a new deck tonight. You guys haven't seen me use it. This is the Pop Tarot deck, and I think you guys are really going to like the artwork. I hope you guys like it. Hi, guys. Hi, Peaches. Hey, Ling. All right. We're also going to be using the Messy Truth tonight. Get some honest answers with these, especially in your love reading. But we're going to see about love and money. Anybody that wants to donate on my website, $28 tonight, you get one ticket raffle to get free readings for the rest of the year. You can buy more than one ticket. Each time you spend $28, you're going to get one free reading tonight, plus you're drawing in the raffle for free readings all year. So, thank you so much. I'm going to use your donations to help support the Phoenix House for those that need a place to stay. So keep in mind all those donations are going to go towards a home for people to come and stay there in desperate need. Okay, Spirit, guide and direct me right now. Let's start with my viewers. Let's take a look at money. Let's take a look at your finances. What do you need to know? Okay. What do you already know? And what's going to be happening? Bottom of the deck, the overall bottom line. Let's see what you have. It says here, overcoming jealousy, letting go of the past relationships, generosity towards colleagues, making risky decisions at work, spending freely, donating, hey, that's a plus, sharing your resources. Okay, so this is Four of Pentacles in the reverse. So that is the bottom line. And to me, that's a more broad message about the kind of person that you are. The kind of person you are, you're a jealous person when it comes to love. You've been recently letting go of a past relationship that just doesn't do it for you anymore. You're kind of putting closure on it and you're letting it go. You do make risky decisions with work, but most of the time it pays off. You've been spending a little bit more freely lately, and you're really into donating, or you're thinking, where should I donate? You definitely want to share your resources. Again, I didn't plan this, but I want to bring this home. Tonight, if you donate $28 to JKS 1111, you're helping pay for a bed and food and resources for homeless, people in recovery, people that have no family, for people that have never heard the words I love you from their parents, for people that have been abused and used and spat on for a very long time. You're helping give them a place to live. So if you've ever found it in your heart in any way to donate and to serve your community, now is that time. Please donate, because I am generously giving you a free reading and a raffle ticket to win free readings for a year with your donation. So please consider doing that. You can go to JKS 1111 and you can donate right there. There's a donate button. Okay? All right, so if this is resonating with you so far, let's take a look at what you need to know. What you need to know, Ace of Wands, you need to get some inspiration. I can't talk today. Excitement and passion, and your love life is rising to the occasion, if you will. There's a lot of energy and chemistry within you right now. There's a lot of flirtation. There's going to be some romance coming your way. There's strong attractions between you and maybe a fire sign individual. But there's going to be some financial relief, and you need to know that. You're coming to a time in your life that you are going to have financial relief. You're going to have a newfound inspiration for life in earning money, okay? So get ready to be expired. I can't talk today, not expired. Although your problems are expired. But get ready to be inspired. Within the next week, so within the next 7 days, you're probably going to be getting some information about investments. That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing investments. So you're going to be speaking to someone that has already done it before, and they're explaining to you. This is a new thing for you. So you're going to be really excited to be a part of something. And it's going to create this fire inside of you that makes you really excited about changing your career or changing the direction in which you work and earn money. I think something very big is on the horizon for you. A brand new financial door is about to open. Now, in love, let's just go ahead and focus on that. You're about to meet someone or start something with somebody new. It feels like it's a new energy. And romance and passion are returning to your life. Cheers to the coffee drinkers in this late hour. If you are donating tonight to get your free reading and your free raffle ticket for a year of free readings, please put your name on there and say, Steph, I just went to the website, I donated. Please and thank you. Keep in mind, you don't have to just buy one. You can donate a much larger amount. If anybody wants to pay for a week or even a month for someone to live in a home, I'll be happy to, free of charge, give you your astrology reading and tarot readings. Okay, so gifts that are in different sizes, they all matter, small or large. But if you do donate larger the prize you will receive. All right, so let's go ahead. This is what you need to know. This is what you already know. So let's just take a look and see if this resonates with you. The Tower. Like, girl, I already know. I'm dealing with the Tower. My life is falling apart, okay? It's been falling apart. So you're like, this, I already get it. The breakup, the end of a fragile relationship, a profound shift in how you perceive love, unexpected job losses or financial losses, significant disruptions at work, workplace turmoil, and financial setbacks. If you're watching me today and you're like, this is me, I have had so many financial setbacks, Stephanie. Not only that, I've had significant losses in relationships, And it's changing your perspective. The foundation that you created, it's, even if you didn't create it, it had to go. You know, I was watching Encanto with my kids yesterday, and I hadn't seen Encanto in a long time. But there was something about, at the end, when she was speaking to, I think it was Bruno, or I don't know who she was speaking to be honest, but they spoke about the foundation. And she goes to the house, and the house was destroyed. And she's trying to make amends with her grandmother. Anyways, it was said in the movie that the foundation was broken. And Encanto could not stand on that foundation. And so they rebuilt the home. And at the end, she told her grandmother, well, the foundation isn't perfect. And the grandmother said, well, neither are we. It had to be created on a different foundation, a broken foundation. Some foundations need to be broken to be better. Now, there's something in your life, if you're watching this, that had to be broken for your own good. It had to shatter you, quite possibly destroy you. Because the person you're meant to become, and it's already beginning this year, a number 1 year, numerology, 2026, it's already beginning. The new you. The new you is going to look different, act different, talk different, but you're also going to make money in a very different way. I predict you're going to make money in a more passive way. And I predict that the setbacks in life and relationships and in money was a mentality that you had. You had a vision for your life. You had a curse on your life is what it feels like. And you may have cursed yourself, or it may have just felt like a curse, but it wasn't getting better because the belief system that you had held on so tightly. You had to let it go. I also get the feeling that it was really hard for you to let go of someone. Okay? So anyways, this is what you needed to know. I'm sorry, this is what you needed to know. This is what you already know. So let's move on. What's going to happen? So this is the King of Pentacles, I believe. Wow, slam dunk. An arrogant and bossy partner, control issues, lack of effective leadership at work, relying too much on other people, being passive in your role, not taking control of your assets and your finances. So you're not going to do that. In your future, you're done dealing with an arrogant boss or a lover who they always had to be in control. And the truth is, you've learned you cannot rely on other people to take control of your career or your money. Let's clarify some of these with the messy truth. I'm going to give you some details in a minute too. All right, so bottom of the deck here, the cycle repeats, right? The same drama, different day. You feel stuck in a loop. And this is how you've been feeling. And you just couldn't get over the hump, right? That's just the messy truth. This is why the Tower had to happen. You know this. What do you need to know? What clarifies the Ace of Wands? Back and forth. An emotional yo-yo, on and off confusion. So you were just done, right? You were just confused. And to be honest, this new relationship is going to help you deal with the problems in the past of being back and forth with somebody. Honestly, you always had one foot out the door and you never left. or they always had one foot out the door and they never left. But that was just your situation. It's not who you are. It's not what you deserve. You're getting a new beginning. New romance is coming in. You're going to be inspired. But also in regards to what you need to know for money is you were robbing Peter to pay Paul. Like you were back and forth with your finances, meaning sometimes it was good and then sometimes it was just terrible. It never felt very consistent, like you could just rest easy. It was seeming to always be a stress. And clarifying what you already know, broken trust, lies, cheating, and promises shattered. And that's why the tower had to fall. You already know this. And you're like, this is me, Steph. The person I loved broke me. They lied, they cheated, they broke their promises, they broke my heart. My relationship destroyed me. It was very hard to come back from this. And if it's having to do with work or money, career, investments, whatever this is, someone that you trusted and that you loved broke your trust. And that was the tower because you believed in them. You counted on them, you trusted them, and they let you down. And so you're like, I already know. I already know. And what hurts the most and what I'm really pulling from your message is I can't believe it happened to me, and I can't believe it was them. Why them of all people? You expected it from somebody else, but not from this person. How could this person do this to you? Why? Why would they do it to you? Did you, we'll get that question answered here in a minute. Why did they do it to you? But first, let's go ahead and see the future here. Can't move on, stuck in a loop, missing them, no closure. They're not ever going to be able to move on from you is what I'm hearing. Okay, this arrogant, bossy partner, this control freak, okay, who had their hand all over you and just mentally, physically, emotionally, whatever, they're not going to be able to just move on. They're not. If you think they're going to forget about you and it's not going to matter what happened, wrong. This person's going to be thinking about you. Probably a lot because that's their karma. Now, I'm going to ask why, and then we'll get a little bit more for your future. But this is the future of that situation. Whoever did you dirty, and it really looks like an earth sign, earth and fire perhaps, they did you wrong. They're going to get what's coming to them. I promise they will. But let's see why. Why did this happen to you? You were too nice. Gosh. This is the Four of Cups, truce. You know, you were so nice to them. You turned your back. Oh, no, this is the Four Swords. My bad. You turned your back to them, meaning like you trusted them. You just kind of, you let them do what they were going to do. You let them run the business. You let them run your finances. You let them run your life. You believed every word they said, if you will. You didn't push back. You didn't create any drama. So you kind of just kept to yourself. You spent time alone. You took a break from it all. It was like you took a mental vacation and you were focusing on rest and self-care. So you needed that break for whatever reason. You like the cards? I'm so glad. I'm so glad. But yeah, you were just like, I took it easy. I laid back. I trusted whoever was in charge. And I just believed that it would all be okay. But the tower taught me I believed wrong. The tower taught me I put too much trust into people. But that, my friends, is why. You didn't really think about your actions and think about the person you were giving your power to. It happens, guys. We give away our power to people that don't deserve it. And we don't even think about it. We just do it, right? We're just like, okay, I trust you. So a lot of the reasons why you're going through what you're going through with your person in love or someone that's close to you in finances is you were way too trusting. Let's just keep that very real. And you're coming in as an air sign. You're coming in as a Gemini, could be a Libra, or Aquarius, but you're coming in as usually you are a thinker, maybe an overthinker, but you didn't want to think this thing through. You gave up your powers. That's what I'm hearing. You gave up your personal powers. Let's get me another clarification on why. No contact zone. Enforced distance, silence game, still attached. Oh, I'm getting some new information for you though. And it could be you that did it, but my feeling as a reader is this. The reason why this happened to you is because somebody cut you off. They didn't want to talk to you. The Four of Swords can always talk about silence. And here we have no contact. So why did this happen? You didn't know what was going on behind closed doors. They didn't tell you. You weren't communicating. It was very hush-hush, very quiet, very silent. How could you know what's going on behind you if no one's speaking up? So this tower really was a surprise. You put your trust in someone and shock. They surprised you. You just didn't see it coming. And you didn't even want to entertain any intuitive red flags. Like whenever you got a red flag and your system was like alert, drama, problems, do something about this, you were like, nope, I'm going to chill this time. I'm going to relax. I'm going to trust. I'm not going to overreact. You tried to silence your demons. So anyways, that's why. Just know whoever did this, they're going to be sorry that they caused a tower. Okay, so what's coming for you? What is coming? Near future, please. Near future. Okay. Near future. Near future. Okay. Is this near future? This is near future. Okay. All right, so that's near future. Bottom of the deck. Here we have the Devil in reverse. Gaining control over your love life. Taking greater responsibility in your career. Feeling empowered at work and in love. Overcoming a bad financial habit. Achieving financial independence. All right, you're achieving it. This is the near future. In my mind, when I'm thinking near future, I'm thinking 4 weeks. You think about how you perceive near future, but you are gaining control. You're getting control back, bottom line. And the card that comes out, I see optimism. He kind of reminds me of Superman. This looks like the Knave of Wands. And guess what? Exciting possibilities in love with a fire sign. Probably an Aries, but it could be a Sag or Leo. But this is a fleeting romance. It's starting a new position or project, embracing risks at work. Enthusiasm for challenges, temptations to spend impulsively. Watch out. You know, you don't want to spend like crazy. You want to spend wisely. Overcoming your demons. Yes, Love Z. Ling, this deck looks like superheroes. Yeah, it looks really cool. I love this. Very Avengers. So you're finally getting control. I love that. There is a new exciting possibility for love. Is it long lasting? No, it feels kind of like just a romance. But when it comes to work, it's like, oh, let's go. Let's pick up the pace. There's just this exciting opportunity, a fresh new start. And let's clarify this. You always come back. Now, this looks like a negative because it's sad and somebody returns. But I'm hearing you are going to get a comeback. You always come back. False hope, door left open, familiar pain. So I'm just, listen, the person that hurt you, they're coming back. You have a new individual too. So don't worry. You're not like helpless and hopeless. You have a new individual in your life. But just know, on the more negative side of your reading in the near future, because life isn't always positive, cupcakes and rainbows. Whoever reads tarot like that really gets on my nerves. Do they bug you? Because they bug me. Can you just put a little hands up if it really bugs you when people read tarot and it's all Aquarius, you're going to have money, you're going to have love, you're going to have this, you finally get healing. Sagittarius, you finally get a new job, you get love. And it's like, are you kidding me right now? Every sign you read off is positive. Not a single one numerologically is going to fail. Not a single zodiac sign, according to astrology, is going to hit a negative in their life. Are you really serious? All the signs just get a green light and thumbs up? Do you guys really believe tarot like that? Come on. Please tell me you don't. Please tell me you don't. And maybe you don't know. Maybe you're like, I only watch my signs, so I don't know what they say about the other signs. Well, there's your mistake. Watch readings for your sun sign, your moon sign, and your rising ascendant sign. Don't just watch readings based on one zodiac. So once you start following readers and you watch from 3 different versions, you're going to start thinking, they've been positive the whole time. Or maybe watch also your partner's signs. And if you know what's going on between you and your partner, or you and a family member, and they're doing you wrong, they're very bad karmically, they're evil, and you're watching their zodiac and you're just hearing nothing but positive for them, red flag. That reader is not reading from the heart. They're just giving positive readings so they can get you to come back and watch again. So be careful on that. So I'm going to give you the negatives in this reading. I mean, because there is some, okay? There is someone that completely destroyed you, to be honest, and they're coming back. They're going to come knock it at your door, or they're going to come texting you on your phone, but they're coming back. Okay? We have back and forth, broken trust, they can't move on, you've had no contact for a while, and then they always come back. Okay? It's in the reading. I cannot go against that. But this is your kind of general, okay? So now I'm going to kind of tap into each zodiac to give you guys a deeper understanding for yourself. All right. Please let me know if you guys have donated. I want to see some donations, guys. I want to see some donations. $28 is not hard to come by. You spend that at Starbucks. You spend that at McDonald's. You spend that at the grocery store on 3 12-packs of drinks. You can afford it. Please let me know that you've donated to these poor people that need a place to live. Put your money where your mouth is when you say you care about people. Put your money where your mouth is when you want to help society. Don't be so opinionated on politics and do nothing in real life. If you actually want to help the homeless, if you want to help the hungry, if you want to help people struggling on their spiritual life path, if you want to be an asset to humanity and help your karma, maybe clear some karma, maybe create some good vibes for money. Remember, the one that gives gathers. Now, the reason I picked the number 28, look, unironically, 28 minutes live. The reason I picked it, that number represents money. 28 numerologically is the power number for money. If you donate $28, if you rotate on a $28 vortex, you're going to start seeing more money coming in. Do your big money moves on the 28th of the month. Okay? Donate $28 when you can. Donate double 28 when you can. Make 28 a part of your consciousness and your subconscious. Make it happen for you. It is a number for money, and it calls more money to you. Write it down in your wallet. Keep it there. Write it on your credit card, the number 28. Call that number to your life. It's a very powerful number for money. It's a money magnet number. So you definitely want to use 28. So that's why I used it, so it can empower you and it can empower me and it can empower the people that are needing help. We need to rotate our energy on that 28. Okay. So let's go in with Aries. What's coming up for Aries? Aries, you are overcoming jealousy. You got the 4 of Pentacles. All right, so you're letting go of a past relationship, thank God. All right, you're feeling generous. Okay, you feel good with your partners, your coworkers. Okay, you might be a little bit risky, as you always do, Aries. You're spending a little bit too much on frivolous things like food, nails, hair, you know, stuff like that. Be careful. Watch your resources, but share them. The one that gives gathers. This is coming in true for you, Aries. Okay, bottom of the deck, the overall bottom line energy for you, Aries. You're going to be getting some 5 of Pentacle energy if you're not careful. So improvement in your love life. You're going to be becoming more open to other people. Thank God you're opening up a little bit. You're building friendships at work. And there's an end to a career that really was just a hardship. They weren't paying you enough. You're going to be recovering from some financial loss. Start saving your money, paying off debts. You need to focus on paying off debts and not spending too much, Aries. Now let's get the hard truth, Aries. Hard truth. Wasn't love, it was control. Possession, power play, and ego. You were dealing with a fire sign energy. It was masculine and he didn't love you. And if it's a girl, she didn't love you. But this person, Aries, did not love you. They are sick. They are sodomistic. They are abusive. They're dominating. They're wrong, okay? What you thought was care for you was possessiveness. They wanted to control you, how you look, where you go, what you spend money on. In the bedroom, they want to control you. Get rid of this trash, okay? Stop thinking someone that shows that kind of interest is love. This might stem from a bad childhood or abuse in the past and like you're replaying it, but you need to deal with the healing that needs to happen to stop this, honestly. Just let go of this person, Aries. We love you. Just know that there's going to be improvement. You don't have to be with this person, which I do see that you're letting go of a past relationship, which I think was this person. So I'm glad you're going to be letting this person go. Very possessive. Maybe they were on a number 4 vibration. Okay, so I'm glad you're dealing with that. So that's Aries. All right, let's see what's going on with Taurus. Spirit, guide and direct me for the zodiac sign of Taurus. All right, courage, Taurus. So you got fears about intimacy. A partner who easily gets bored with you. Getting things done efficiently. A strong focus on money, career, and success. And concentrating on financial goals. So this is the Knight of Swords, the hard truth, honestly, for you. You had some fears about your body, is what I'm hearing. And you felt your partner was not satisfied with you. He probably wasn't, or she probably wasn't. And it stems from your fears. You also have some bad habits you need to deal with. If you're not eating enough, you need to eat more. And you know it. If your body suffers because of your health, no one's to blame but you. You put what you put in your body. You did what you did to your body. Take some responsibility, Knight of Swords. If you don't want to open up with someone, right? That's a choice. But remember, if you don't fully open up, you're not fully going to feel love. And it is scary. It's scary to open up and get hurt. And honestly, Taurus, I feel like you're dealing with some very deep-rooted rejection wounds. You feel deeply rejected, whether you acknowledge that or not. That's a target for me. Bottom of the deck, you're very pretty, or you're very handsome, by the way. Like, you're a good-looking person. You have no reason to be insecure. And Taurus is, by nature, very good-looking. So, we have positivity leading to romance. There is a joyful relationship coming for you, 9 of Cups. A fulfilling career is going to sprout. You're going to get some recognition and respect at work. Abundance and financial comfort and security and material rewards are headed your way. All right, 9 of Cups. So you're going to get some wish fulfillment here. You're going to get some money coming in. Some positivity, like a positive attitude, a positive self-image, 9 of Cups, is going to lead to a joyful relationship. So positive state of mind may change everything. Now, what is the cold, hard truth? What does Taurus need to know? Broken trust. Lies, cheating, promises shattered. So that's where a lot of your rooted problems come from with rejection. Somebody promised to always be there. Somebody promised that they would be there in your life. And they hurt you. And you feel cheated on. You feel like they did it for somebody else, but not you. And you're upset. And your heart's just broken. So it's very hard for you. I mean, that's the hard truth. It's hard for Taurus to come back in a positive way when you feel like that. We just dealt with that. Obviously, you know what to do to work on yourself. But focus on yourself, self-love, self-healing. Once you get that positive image, that positive self-respect, everything else kind of comes into place. But there you go. There it is for Taurus. I'm sorry someone broke your heart like that. You deserve to cry and feel bad for a little while. Just don't stay stuck in that energy, okay? All right, let's see what's going on. Gemini, Spirit. Please show me what's happening with Gemini. The Joker, the Fool. I'm feeling very Harley Quinn for the Geminis. Are you very Harley Quinn? Is that your vibe, Harley Quinn? And look how I feel called to like dust off my velvet. You might be cleaning house. You might be like just dusting and getting the crap out of your life. But here we have the Fool card. Major Arcana. Big steps. A new and exciting relationship. Could be a casual romance. You're going to be starting a new job or launching a business. A refreshing change at work is coming. And impulsive purchases are part of life for Gemini. And there is some new financial possibilities. So you're kind of, if you're watching this, you know, you're like, I got to buy this. I got to buy that. And it's just impulsive. You see it on Marketplace, or you see it on Amazon, or you see it on, you know, an ad or TikTok, like, oh, I need that for my health. I need that. And you just go and you buy it. You know, total Gemini. Is that wrong? No. 2 of Wands. It's your personal choice. You're doing what feels good for you. And you're doing it because you're making some future plans. You see something down the road. So you're investing in your future and you're investing in yourself. We have here the choice. Making future plans with your partner. Taking the first step in your professional journey. Dreaming big. Planning for your long-term financial security. So you're making some big moves. And it feels a little risky. It feels like I don't want to be a fool. I don't want to step into a mess. I'm a little bit nervous. I'm a little bit scared. Am I making the right choice? Am I making the right investments? Gemini, yes, I feel very positively about your pool. You are making the right choices. Be careful, as you should be, but what's wrong with planning for the future? What is wrong with dreaming big? You're thinking about retirement. You're thinking about financial success, how your business is going to grow. Whatever you're getting into right now, it may feel like this is risky, it's impulsive, but I think you're following your intuition. And I think you're making some good decisions towards your future. That's what I feel. Now, what is some cold hard truth? Confused as hell. Typical Gemini. You're like, 1 minute I'm positive. I know, I got it. I know what I'm doing. And the next minute, I don't know. I'm second guessing myself. I'm confused as hell. It says almost, not yet, maybe, friends. I don't know. Is it completely what? No clarity, no labels, emotional chaos. So you're doing a lot of second guessing. That's the cold hard truth. And I'm here to bring you some comfort, and just remember, calm it down. The little demons in your head right now, let's calm it down. Please. We need to. Jupiter's sitting positively in your sign. And he wants to bring you a gift. So you're going to find yourself very optimistic at this time. And whenever Jupiter goes through a sign, he delivers a gift. I think your gift, Gemini, is money. I feel it's money more than relationships. So I want you, Gemini, to watch this reading and remember, I'm going to invest in my future. It's wise, and I'm not going to confuse myself. I'm going to trust my instincts. I'm going to take a leap of faith, and I'm going to trust the universe on this one. That's going to be the right decision. All right, so Cancer. Let's get into it. Spirit, guide, and direct me for Cancerian. Fantasy. 7 of Cups. Choosing between potential partners. Being cautious about romantic decisions. Needing to make a choice and commit to it. Also, numerous financial opportunities. Like, there's a lot to choose from, Cancer. Jupiter has yet to go into your sign. He's going to touch base with you for a little bit, Cancer. He's going to be there for a little bit, and then he's going to go back. Then he's going to come back to you. So Jupiter's exalted in your sign. He loves being in the sign of Cancerian. So you're feeling very optimistic right now, but you're also feeling like Jupiter is just throwing blessings at you, and you don't know, are they going to last? And you're also curious at what to choose at all, because it feels like there's so many different pathways you can go. You're also confused about a partner in specific, is what I feel. I do feel that there's a masculine energy out there that you're confused about. Bottom of the deck is 4 of Pentacles. Cancer, you're a very jealous person. We know that. Cancers are extremely jealous. It's a fact. But you're overcoming your jealousy. You're overcoming how jealous you used to be. And you're thinking, wow, if you think I'm jealous now, you have no idea how jealous I was in my younger years. Hi, Angie. So this says letting go of past relationships, generosity towards your colleagues, making some risky decisions at work, but you're spending freely and you're donating and you are sharing your resources. And that is always a good plan. Again, if you're watching, 44 minutes, wow, 22 seconds. I'm encouraging you to donate to the homeless. I'm encouraging you to donate to broken souls. They need help. I'm going to share a story with you. Cancer, you always have a big heart. And I'm not going to say his real name because that might violate his privacy in some way. But we'll just call this person We'll call him Aries. Aries has a learning disability. He's all alone in this world. His parents are either deceased or want nothing to do with him. He clearly suffers from some kind of an intense autism. He can't manage his finances by himself, so the government's managing it for him. He gets an allotment every month, but it's not enough. It's not enough to cover his own place, his food, and his clothes. He doesn't have a car, he doesn't have a bike, and to be honest, even if he did, he could not operate those pieces of transportation. He mentally can't. He doesn't know how to cook, so he just eats takeout or eats homeless shelter donated items like cans of soup and things like that. He tries to be stylish. He's very hot topic, but he's about 50 years old. Or he just looks 50, maybe he's aged. He struggles with drugs. He's trying very hard to overcome them, and he's been in rehab. He feels very alone. I don't know when the last time he got a hug. He shares a room with a few guys and feels unsafe. He clearly has suffered abuse in his life, but he's all alone. No one checks up on him. No one was there for Christmas. No one's there for a birthday. No one's there to care about him, period. So he uses. And he did that to make friends, and he did that to connect with other people. And they used him because the government gives him a little bit of money, and he gets a little bit of money for nothing, and he has bought things like that from people that took advantage of him, and sometimes took all the money out of everything he owned. That's his life. And he found his way to the Phoenix house. And he found peace. He had a relapse. He went to detox again. And he's not sure if he's going to be able to afford to come back or be on the streets and get taken advantage of, and who knows what, God knows what else could happen to him. He's just one of many cases. This is someone that wants to be at the Phoenix house and needs your support. This is someone that needs a heart to care. Now, when I get money, when I can help donate, I buy food, I buy bags of chicken, I buy bags of potatoes, I buy lots of vegetables, pancakes and syrup, and I try to teach some of the guys that don't know how to cook little things for themselves, like Aries. So I want Aries to be able to have some peace. We want to start a garden in the backyard and find some healing through the birds and the earth. I donate my time to do tarot readings, astrology guidance, spiritual healing also. Your donation, even though very small, goes really far, and it helps. And I'm counting on you to help people like, quote unquote, fake name, Aries. He is one of many that I can tell you personally firsthand, a case that I know. Remember, the one that gives gathers. So, like I said, if you guys donate $28, you get a free reading tonight and a ticket for a raffle I'm going to be drawing at the end of the month. And it's free tarot for a year. Free readings up for a year. So please, this donation gives back to you, clearly, but also helps someone. So please, if you can donate more, that would be even more helpful. And I will give you more for your money. So I'm always a believer of fairness and balance. So I want to make sure that the universe pays you back right away for what you've given. And I hope that if you give with a whole heart, you get given tenfold every donation you make. So thank you so much. All right, so let's get back to Cancer. 49 minutes. So you're in Seven of Cups, very daydreamy mode. Look how I just kind of went off on a tangent. This is you, Cancer. You're kind of off on a tangent in La La Land, daydreaming about things. You're in a lot of fantasy lately. You're very cautious about someone. You're not sure you want them in your life. They're kind of hanging around. It feels like an earth sign, but they're hanging around, and it's a past relationship, and usually you jump all over it, but you're kind of, I'm not so sure about this right now. And so you're kind of contemplating on opening up your heart and letting this person in from the past. Now, you're a past type person. Cancerians love to live in the past. You love to fantasize about the past and remember your history, remember your past, you know? So it's difficult for you to resist, but you are resisting, but you're still curious because you're always very hopeful. Now, I will say your kindness, you're very forgiving. I sense this Cancer that I'm reading for is extremely forgiving. That generous spirit is going to give you a great financial opportunity. And that's going to be coming up very soon. I also foresee by your birthday, you're going to be doing very well for yourself. You're going to be doing very well financially and health-wise. Now let's get some hard truth for you. Block and bless. I love that. Boundaries, no contact, and closure. So you are keeping your boundaries up for once, right? You're going no contact. You don't really want contact with somebody. And you're actually sadly getting some closure. And this feels like a blessing to you. And can I be frank with you? You're right. Block them. Whoever this is, this could be a lover, this could be a family member, but block them. It's going to be a blessing to your life. They were very controlling over your money, or very controlling over your body, like very controlling over you. And they walked all over you. They took advantage of your kindness and your forgiveness. Now, the future that I foresee is they're going to be around again, and they're going to want another chance in your life. You're going to be thinking about it because, like normal, you're going to consider forgiving them and letting them back. But the advice from the cards is don't. Not this time. They lost you. Don't let them back this time. Whoever this is. Okay. Now, if you want a personal reading, donate. I'll give you a personal reading tonight. I'll give you an actual answer to your situation. Okay. Leo. Spirit guide and direct me for Leo. Show me what Leo needs to know and what's coming for Leo. Dreams are fulfilled, Leo. 9 of Cups. Okay. Literally, okay. Leo, positivity leading to romance. A joyful relationship is headed your way. A fulfilling career. You're going to feel good at your job. You're getting some recognition and you're getting some respect. There's some abundance financially that's coming for you as well. You're going to get some comfort and some security in your material rewards. Bottom of the deck is you have suffered from low self-esteem as of lately. Okay? This is 3. This is the Empress in reverse. Bottom line, there's been some possessive or clingy energy from a partner. And some insecurity in the workplace. Kind of, you kind of worried about, am I going to have this job or not? Like, or you just worried, is this job going to cut it? There's been some insecurities despite your stability. So it's kind of like you're worrying for what? Because you haven't really had a lot of financial instability. You've just been kind of over worrying it. A little bit of a worry wart, if you will. You're a little bit uneasy about your financial matters. So you're a worry wart. We have a Leo worry wart. Possibly worrying about things that haven't even happened yet. And you're just like, oh my God, what if the hurricane hits me? What if the fire hits me? You know, what if something bad happens to me? What if this happens? And what if, you know, all that anxiety. It could also be that a mother is stressing you out with worry. And you're like, Mom, there's nothing to worry about. You're overreacting. You're over worrying. I'm okay. So flip it how you need to flip it. If you're a guy, maybe your wife is over worrying and you're like, it's okay, I got this. Either way, like the positivity from your card is on fleek. You have nothing to worry about. Good things are on the horizon. Money's coming. Positivity and romance is coming. Like, hello. No need to worry. The cold hard facts. You never showed up. An absent parent. Oh, there's an absent parent. Emotionally unavailable and done trying. So yeah, you were waiting on a parent to come back into your life, or a parent to be there, a parent to care. And you know what? You had to do it all big and bad by yourself. 9 of Cups. Mom never showed up, dad never showed up, or they never came through for you like they should have. Maybe your parents were not very mature. And maybe they just have a negative state of mind, a negative point of view, and they never supported you in your dreams. I want you to know that let it go. You did it by yourself. Period. Or you're going to. And it's regardless if they show up or not. Okay? They don't need to show up. You already got this. And if it's a lover partner, they don't need to show up. You already got this. All right, so that's for Leo. Let's get into Virgo. Thank you for watching, and keep in mind, if you want a reading, donate $28. You get a reading and you get to help someone too. Virgo, you might be a soldier. You might be worried about war. Maybe you're in the war. Maybe just thinking about your military family. Maybe you come from a military family. But here we have the 7 of Wands, and this is effort. And it's about setting clear boundaries in your relationship, fighting to keep your romance strong, battling some competition, defending your position at work, and facing professional challenges. You kind of feel like you're dealing with a lot right now. Maybe too much for one person to handle. Are things just kind of falling apart for you? It just feels like things are a real challenge. just as I was doing your reading, I had my wand, and it's supposed to stay together. It's made of selenite, which is a cleansing stone. It cleanses all of the gemstones, and it cleanses the area, it cleanses the room, and it broke. Right? It's broke. All of a sudden, I held it up and it broke. And it just split. Now I can glue this, I can put it back together. Okay? It wouldn't be hard to get some kind of a stone adhesive and put this back together, but it would never be the same again. It would never hold the same properties that it did as a whole. But it might be better. It's a message. Even if something's broken, it doesn't mean it can't still do its job. Just because it's broken doesn't mean it's worthless. You know, it doesn't mean that you have to throw it away, give it out, or it's repurpose it. Right? And it is such a beautiful stone. And it's still beautiful, even in pieces, it's beautiful. Maybe it was too big. Maybe it just couldn't hold the weight. Maybe the stone was just shifting and clearing for a reason. Okay, so we're going to repurpose this, and I'm going to get creative about how I'm going to repurpose this. But I'm going to repurpose it. But this is going to be used for something else. Probably a smudge wand. I'm going to use this as a smudge wand. Put some feathers over here, and it's going to be perfect. You know, sometimes when something breaks, something better is supposed to fill its place, something more purposeful. This can be used as a massage wand. As you guys know, I do healing massage here where I live. And I can use this if I glue it together with some stone adhesive and kind of rub it on the back and do some pinpoints. And it's still a very useful stone. I might need to sand it a little bit here, but it's still very useful. So there are other things that you can do to repurpose these things. Yeah, now I have 2 stones I could use in separate areas. So I don't know, I think the 7 of Wands, this, like you're always fighting to defend yourself. Something's always happening. Every time you have something good, it breaks or it doesn't work out, or, you know, like your plans get shattered, you know, your intentions don't get met. So it says setting clear boundaries in your relationships right now, key. That's what you're doing. You're fighting to keep your romance strong, but it's difficult. You're battling competition. You feel like other people are coming at your girl or your guy, like other people want him or her. And you feel like you're defending your position at work. Like you could be fired. Maybe people are thinking you're getting too old, you can't do the job, or someone can do it better. But you're facing some professional challenges. And you're facing some challenges with relationships too. And you just feel like, this sucks. Why am I always at battle? Why is everything always an issue? Like, you know, look at the glass half full. Don't be too critical. When something falls apart and you're like, crap. Don't say crap. Look at, oh, I get to use it for something else now. Remember the stones. We get to use them for something else. Okay, something that got destroyed is for a reason. Let it go. Like, move on. Let's get creative. Let's be resourceful, like the rabbit. Okay? Bottom of the deck, Virgo, abundance. Down here you have the King of Pentacles, or this is actually the Queen, my bad. Queen of Pentacles. A kind and supportive partner, domestic harmony, a skilled business person, a mentor, or a supportive colleague, a financial stability, and responsible money management. I feel like this is you. I do. I mean, we're reading Virgo. You're the earth sign. This is you, Queen of Pentacles. You are responsible with money. You're a skilled business person. And be resourceful, because if something's not working out and they don't appreciate what you have to offer, what you have to bring to the table, you don't need to stick around for that, because somebody else will appreciate you. Let's look at the cold hard truth. Sweet, then sour. Two-faced. Fake nice, mean, undercurrent, and manipulative. You're tired of dealing with two-faced people. You're more direct. You're probably very serious. And you're just like, yeah, I see straight through them. You're very intuitive. Virgo people, very intuitive. And they're intelligent. And a lot of intelligence comes from Virgo-minded people. So you're just tired of the fake nice at work and the fake nice in relationships. And so, yeah, this is you setting a real clear boundary. And you're done fighting and you want the relationship to be strong or let it go. Like, you're at this place where you're ready to cut things off if need be, including your partner and including your job. It makes you uneasy and it doesn't make it comfortable. Virgo does not like disagreements and endings, but they're fearless when it comes to facing them. You know it sucks to deal with it, but you also know it's worth it. So you're just kind of gearing up, if you will. And maybe this is an omen. Something is going to split. Something is going to break. And that's okay. Something better is going to fill its place. Whoever you're dealing with, and it could be a Gemini, someone is two-faced. Let them go. You know why? Because they're mean. They're mean underneath their fake nice. They may smile in your face and tell you how wonderful you are, but they're fake, and you know it. They're manipulative. They're using you to get money or to get financial resources. Be careful. Be very careful. All right, so that's a Virgo. If you want a free reading, please donate tonight. $28 to help feed and house the homeless and the hurting. jks1111.com. Thank you for your donations. The more the merrier. If you donate even more, you get more in return. I'd appreciate that, and so would they. Thank you. All right, Spirit, guide and direct me now. We need to see the energy of Libra. Libra, the Chariot. Taking decisive action in love. Asserting control over your romantic life. You're very ambitious. You're highly motivated. And you're actually in control at the workplace. Can I still do it on Cash App? Yes. Yes, it's still the same link. It just has a different name. It's called the Phoenix House. You're headed for financial victory. My only heed that I feel in your reading is be careful. I see the Chariot like taking off, like, and you're going full steam ahead. Like you're winning. But one wrong move with all this speed and everything's going to come crashing down. It's kind of like a car going 100 miles an hour. One wrong twist of the wheel and the car goes flying. So you are going fast and furious and you're in control right now. And I love your momentum and I love your ambition. But be careful. Like I just feel like I have to warn you. Also, be careful in your car. No speeding. I don't feel good for you for that. If you are watching me and you're a Libra and you're a speeder, don't. Not for a while. Don't. I want you to take it easy. Go ahead and be late to work. Like just don't. Don't speed. Don't push it. Because I feel like you're going to see an accident and you're going to have just missed it. And you're like, whoa, that could have been me. If I was 30 seconds ahead, I would have been hit on that red light. Or if I made that light, 5 minutes later, I would have been up ahead and look, that semi just fell on a bunch of cars and caused a traffic jam. Like, I just feel like that's something you should be aware of. Be aware of your driving for sure. Bottom of the deck, you have the Devil card in reverse, which is good. And it's about gaining control over your love life, taking greater responsibility in your career. So I think you're going to get a raise, a promotion. Feeling empowered at work, like you're the man, you're the woman, like you got this. You're overcoming some bad financial habits. I also feel like a partner that you were with, because Libra, you're always in partners. There was somebody you were seeing that was bad for your finances. But you're finally overcoming that relationship. Like you're breaking up with them, or they left. But yeah, the person that would have really been your financial downfall is gone or leaving soon. And you are achieving some financial independence. Like you're reaching a goal financially. So, whatever goal this is, a goal to a promotion, a goal to retirement, a goal for some kind of financial win, you're approaching it. Something really sad in December is going to probably happen, though. I don't know what, but something in December is going to make you sad. And you're not going to be at your happiest. I'm just giving you a warning of that. What is the cold, hard truth for Libra? An unsent message. I still love you. To him. What was never said, holding back, something that was drafted and erased. I feel like this is you. There's somebody in your past that you love, and it could be a daughter, it could be a wife, it could be an ex, it could be a man, I don't know, but there's somebody that you love, and you never really told them how you felt. It could be reversed. Perhaps they never told you, and someone's looking and wishing they would have told you. But there's just this sad energy of, we'll never know. What coulda, shoulda, maybe would have been. Words left unsaid. Could have been with a Cancerian. This might be your warning. Don't do that to yourself. If you feel something for someone and you're holding back, let it go. Let them know how you feel. It might salvage something you thought couldn't be salvaged. I think they would like to hear from you. And if it's them on the other foot, I think you would like to hear from them. That's what I have for Libra. Spirit, guide and direct me for Scorpio. So here we have hierarchy and we have the King of Swords. I also feel like I'm reading for a songwriter or someone that loves music. I'm hearing that song Sunflower, the one from that Spider-Verse movie. Feeling left in the dust. I can't think of all the words. I don't know, that's what I'm hearing. Maintaining high standards in love, keeping emotions under control, a stern but fair mentor, being challenged to perform at your best, and exercising discipline with finances. Bottom of the deck, lies. 7 of Swords. There's lies in this relationship. There's a potential affair. Feelings of suspicion and gossip. Sabotage at work. jealousy among colleagues, shady business deals, fraud, theft, or scams. If you're dealing with a Libra or an air sign, this is a warning. They're cheating. They are. They're cheating, and that is the cold, hard truth. It's sad to say, Scorpio, because damn, but your partner's being unfaithful. And they're doing a superb job at not letting you know. They're very good at hiding this. How are you going to know? And funny, because I channeled Spider-Man in that Miles Morales Spider-Man show. And what does Spider-Man do? He hides who he is. He doesn't tell anybody. Secrets from his own family and his own parents. And his uncle lied to him and kept a secret. Talk about lies everywhere. So, Scorpio, you're surrounded by lies. And maybe you're doing the lying. I don't know. If someone's cross-watching, it's very possible. Okay? Let's get some cold, hard truth. What if? You're worried. You're like, well, what if I'm over analyzing? You know, what if I'm imagining this? I don't want to say something and regret it. So, you haven't said anything yet. You're waiting for some evidence. Are you going to get evidence? I don't know. We're going to have to do a private reading. Please donate $28 to the homeless and helpless that need healing, and let's do that. Let's get you a reading. But as far as these cards can tell you, is the truth. Especially if you're dealing with an air sign. Watch out. And be very disciplinary on your spending. It's time to buckle down and be disciplined with your money. Because if you're married and you've been married for a long time, I feel like there may be grounds for divorce because your partner has been lying to you about the money she's spending. It could be a he, but if you are married for a long period of time, they're lying about their spending. They're lying about how they spent it, when they spent it, yeah, and possibly what they spent it on. So they're going to regret that, but you're probably going to find out very soon. And yeah, Scorpio, there's grounds for divorce on that one. The lies will be exposed. King of Swords. It's a mini tower. So get ready for the lie to be exposed for Scorpio. All right, so let's get into Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Spirit, please guide and direct me for Sag. So you got 5 of Pentacles in the reverse. Improvement in your love life. You're becoming more open to other people because you've really liked being on your own lately. You're building some friendships with work and money. You're making some connections. There's an end to a financial or career hardship. An end, not a beginning, not in the middle of suffering like traditional Five of Pentacles. It's in reverse. So, yeah, there's an end to a financial or career hardship. You are going to start recovering from a financial loss. Save your money, don't blow it. Pay off your debts. So pay off your debts and put some money away for something later. Bottom of the deck, the Devil card. Capricorn energy. I love that for money and financial gain for you, but it's in reverse. So we have gaining control over your love life, taking greater responsibility in your career and making money. You're feeling empowered at work and you're overcoming some bad financial habits and you're achieving some financial independence. Like you're here at the tail end of hardships. I mean, this has been all devil for you. Sag, you really got hit. You really did go through Sati Sati if you're a Sag. So boy, did you get hit, especially in your finances. This is your comeback, okay? So get ready for a comeback, Sag. If you want a personal reading, just donate, like I said. We can see what these cards mean for you specifically. Now let's see some cold, hard truth. There's a friend named Rachel really going through it for you. I'm hearing it. It's probably for someone specific. Reach out to Rachel. She's going through it. You could probably be some help even though you think you're not. So, some cold hard truth here. We have stalking their socials. Watching, lurking, and secretly obsessed. So you're being stalked. It's just a fact, Sag. Someone is like seriously checking your socials all the time. What are you doing today? Who are you talking to? What are you posting? Where are you at? Be careful. Fair warning. The devil's there. Capricorn energy. Careful. They're lurking. And you know what? You know why? They want to see you fail. And you're not going to. Someone is watching to see you struggle because they feel like you should struggle. But you're not. And you're not going to struggle. And even if you've been and they're watching to see how awesome that is for them to watch you struggle, they're going to actually get front row seats to your comeback. So, Sag, haters are going to watch your come up. That's what's coming on for Sag. Show me what's happening for Capricorn. Turn the page. You have 8 of Cups. Leaving an unhappy relationship. You're dealing with abandonment issues. Quitting an unfulfilling job. Taking a break. Seeking escape. You're prioritizing your happiness over financial security. You got hit really hard financially this year, or this past year. And it all stemmed from a very unhealthy relationship. They kind of put you in a bad position. And oh yeah, you're going to take responsibility because you could have controlled that outcome, but you listened. So there's some regret that you didn't, some regret that you let them kind of do this to you. It's like you had a feeling, but you went ahead and trusted anyways, and now you kind of regret it. But either way, you're walking away, you're done. You're not going to tolerate their BS. Your boundaries are extremely up. You already walked away emotionally. You've been emotionally distant from this relationship for a very long time. But now you're finally taking action that follows your words. It's difficult for you. It's hard. It's a very hard, painful leaving them behind. But you're doing what's right for you, and you're prioritizing your happiness and your best interest. Bottom of the deck, 7 of Pentacles in the reverse means you invested in something for a long time and you didn't get much payoff. And it says a lack of progress in love, realizing that love cannot be forced. No significant results from your work efforts. And you're currently in a career that feels stagnant and not like a financial win. So, man, it's just been a struggle. How sad. Capricorn struggling in money really sucks because they take it personally and emotionally. It sucks. But this also has a lot to say about your relationship, because you spent a very long time in this relationship. You were very invested in it, and you had to go, or they left you, one or the other. And it's like, now you have to put yourself first and prioritize happiness. And it's hard to walk away. But also it's hard to walk away from money. It's hard to walk away from an investment. But it just wasn't working. And this is you like knowing, I have to change careers, or I have to do something different financially because this isn't working. Like, enough. And so you're looking at another, you're going out in pursuit of what feels like it's going to be the most financially secure situation. A huge warning for you, Capricorn. Creativity doesn't always pay off. It does, but it doesn't always. You may find yourself in a position where your ideals, your fantasies, your desires didn't pay off. And you're like, who cares? At least I was living my best life. At least I was stress-free, or at least I had peace of mind, or I didn't have to wake up super early, or at least you fill in the blank. Okay, so maybe you did have all those wins. But are you winning financially? Okay, so you got to sleep in later. Okay, so you didn't have to work every day. Okay, so you didn't have to bust your ass or dress up for work or whatever. Okay, so you didn't have to do that. Are you winning financially? Or is it a struggle? I'm going to let you answer that question. But this reading says it's time to let that go and turn the page. Like, get over your fantasies. Maybe you always wanted to be, a movie star, an actor, a singer, a songwriter, an artist. And I'm not saying that can't ever happen, but I'm saying right now, turn the page. You have to move on to more realistic things. And if you're not winning financially, ultimately you're not happy because you're Capricorn. You need to have security to be happy. I'm not saying you have to be rich, but you need security. And if you are lacking security, that's a real problem. And I know you know that. And the same goes for this relationship. Maybe this relationship, parent, child, friend, lover, whatever, it was a fantasy. You kind of held them up to a high standard, envisioned some idealistic person, and they didn't, that's not realistic. They're not going to meet that. And you're realizing, okay, you're not who I thought you were, because maybe I made up in my head who you were, and that wasn't real. I have to leave that alone because you're not that person. You're a figment of my imagination. You never existed. Which is kind of like Johnny Depp when he was in that Amber Turd Files thing. And he was like, you're a figment of my imagination. You never existed. He really saw her as his savior, as his true love, the love of his life, this beauty. Beauty struck him and just stole his heart away. And he just fell head over heels in love. And she had that magic wand on him. But it wasn't real. That wasn't the real her. And he just didn't want to see the real her. He wanted to see what she could be. But that wasn't her. You know what I mean? So he let that go. 8 of Cups. And to this mega pint, we say adieu. Let's get the reality check. What is the hard truth? Show me for Capricorn. What if? Regret, overanalyzing, and imagined futures. This is exactly what I just said. It's just saying, yeah, it was fake. It wasn't real. You had the whole what if, and it didn't happen. And you might be really career driven because you're Capricorn. What if my career was successful? What if I did this and I tweaked that and it became this and that? What if? It's probably too much of a fantasy. I'm glad you went for it because you don't want to live with regrets. I'm glad you went for it. But if it's not working out, if they're not changing, if you're not changing, if nothing's changing, move on. That's what it means. That's what it means for Capricorn. It's time to move on and do something else. Okay. Or like revamp what you have. All right, so now we're going to get into Aquarius. Aquarius, please, if you want to donate to the homeless and healing, please consider doing that here at the Cash App below there, or please donate on the website, jks1111.com. Your donation goes towards housing and bedding and food and support for people that need it the most right now and have no one. All right, so Aquarius. We have the Magician for you, number 1, Major Arcana. Creating opportunities for romance, taking an active role in love, seizing the day, right? Seizing career opportunities, driven by determination and ambition. Chasing some good financial opportunities. I feel like buying a house is coming up, or starting a business is coming up. And it's all how you play your cards. Play them wisely. But an opportunity is about to show itself to you. And someone who loves to wear hats is coming into your life. And it's probably a Gemini. Could be a Virgo, but they're coming into your life. Bottom of the deck, the Hierophant in reverse. You may not get married. But it says a stagnant relationship was misaligned. And you know what the problem was? Misaligned values. Bureaucratic obstacles. A suffocating work environment that just didn't give you room to grow, room to breathe. You're going to start exploring alternative financial avenues, business entrepreneurship, or a different career, and you're taking risks with some money. And I think that risk would be an investment in real estate is what I feel. But yeah, the relationship you had to let go of, they weren't going to get married. And even, it doesn't matter, like, even if it felt like marriage, and it could have been marriage without the vows, without the ring, but there's no way you guys should have been married. They had way different viewpoints than you. You guys were not right for each other. So they had to go. And there is somebody new on the horizon. They're a little bit mysterious. I think they like to play cards for fun. And they love wearing hats. This person is fun. attractive and a little younger than you. They're a little sneaky, meaning like they're not always upfront about everything, but I think they have a good heart. But they could be a little bit of a player, so watch out. What's the cold, hard truth? No contact. So enforced distance, silence game, and still attached. The cold, hard truth is you're probably still attached to this ex, even though you're not talking to them. Like there's no contact. Or there's a lot of silence between you guys. They're never going to be real. They're never going to open up. They're just not a loyal, loving kind of person. They were just not committed to you. They were not committed to your relationship. You don't believe in the same values. And they were just, I think they were looking at what they could gain from you financially, to be honest, in some way. Like they were gaining financially. And let me tell you, if they end up with somebody else and you're wondering, why are they still with them? Money. They played their cards. This could be a gambler or like a, you know, something like that. But yeah, they're looking at using someone else's resources. I want you to take this opportunity to have an active role in your love life from now on, not to just accept what's right there, but to look for what you want. Take an active role. Speak up and open up when you feel like you might be interested in someone. And cut off this other person. I think it's time for you to block them or cut them off is what I'm hearing. Cut off this ex. All right, so now we're going to read Pisces. Quiet! Sorry. It's a weekend night. Quiet. No running and no yelling. It's okay. Love you. Come here.
You got any deck of cards?
Yeah.
Either way.
All right, guys. Hey. I love you.
Love you.
Just keep it down, okay?
All right.
Okay. That's not keeping it down. All right, so now we have Pisces. What does Pisces need to know? I'm hearing the word hurt. You might just feel very, very hurt right now. You're hurting. Like, I'm just hearing the main word is hurt. The card that comes out for you, wow, much like Capricorn, you dedicated a lot of time and energy and resources into something or someone, and it just didn't pay out. You're a little bit pissed off about this. You're hurt about this. There's a lack of progress in love and relationships. Ooh, a candle wick just burnt out. Look at that. 2 of them. There's only 1 left. So I'm hearing where there was once 3, now there's 1. So there's something about losing 2/3 of something, or you're only getting 2/3, or you're getting 1/3 of what you should have got. So you feel robbed. Or you feel like you had 3 children and now you only have 1. Either way, and this might be 7 years. It feels like 7 years of bad luck, or the last 7 years have been a living hell. Or it's like climbing up to the 7th year. But you dedicated yourself, you were watering, you were pouring, you were investing, you were just driving it home, just going. And you tried so hard. And it's like you tried so hard at this relationship. You tried so hard at this partnership. You tried so hard at this investment, and it didn't pay off. And you realized that love cannot be forced. No significant results from your work or your efforts. Something that feels stagnant, and there is financial loss. Okay, there's been some significant financial loss for Pisces. This wanted to come out, but I put it back. But we have abundance. Ace of Cups. Wow. A new romance is coming. A surge of creativity. Good news regarding finances. Now, it didn't pop out, but it was there. Bottom of the deck, the Fool. A new exciting relationship. Could be a casual romance. Starting a new job. Or like launching a business that's going to be refreshing, and it's a change of pace. There's some impulsive purchases, but there's also new financial possibilities. So this is exciting. This is great. All right. So we have the cold hard truth of it never really being over. Lingering energy, a soul tie, no closure. You may be stuck with this person that it just didn't go anywhere with. It may very well be stuck. And there's a soul tie. I feel like your soulmates, karmic partners, for some of you might be twin flames, I don't know, but there's this bond that you can't break. And even though it went terribly wrong, I feel like it's not over. So Pisces, this may feel like the end of the line, like the worst ending of your life, but it's only just the beginning with the Fool card. It's just the beginning. And remember, what wanted to come out was the Ace of Pentacles, or the Ace of Cups. It wanted to come out. So there is financial success and new love right around the corner. But here's the hard truth, and you probably don't want to hear this. It's with the person you didn't have closure with. The soul tie. I know, you didn't want to hear it, but that was what was coming. You are definitely going to reunite with the person that you invested time and energy with, but it didn't work out. There's a second chance. There's a second coming. Something is coming for the both of you. I think you're going to get a new beginning and an refreshing, healing new start. However that happens, whenever it happens, but it's going to happen. I feel like we should see what the bottom of the deck says. You deserve better. Self-worth, realization, and empowerment. You deserve better. You know, I think you've stayed stuck with this person because you kept believing. You kept believing they'd change. Something's going to happen good. I think you went through what you went through because it had to teach you a lesson that you shouldn't put up with stuff like that. Oh, look at this. You were gaslighted. You were manipulated. And you doubted yourself, and they twisted the truth. You may have been rehearsing the past, guilt, self-blame, and mental scripts. You're reading your text messages may have been left unread, and they got ignored. The message got seen, but there was no response. It's not you. It's trauma. Triggering protection and inner wounds. And right now, you may be out there just talking to the void. No reply, left hanging, texting them. But you know what? They never really loved you. Truth revealed, illusions shattered, and heartbreak. Let it go so new life can begin. This was just toxic. You deserve better. I feel like it's a karmic relationship. It's a soul bond. Karmics are never meant to be forever. They'll be back around. Karma always comes. It leaves and it comes back. It's a lot like the ocean's tide. Learn to resist it, honestly. Learn to resist it. If somebody has shown you through so many times, time and time again, they don't want to change, let them prove you right. That they're not changing, you know? Just let it go. Because if you don't, you're going to be sucked back in again into the tide. You're going to be sucked back in and you're going to go for it. And they're going to waste your time. And you're going to keep hoping they're going to change and you're going to be the fool. Under that is the Four of, well, the Major Arcana. Competition with the relationship, an overbearing partner, bureaucratic obstacles, avoidance of responsibility, out of control spending, poor financial discipline. Like, wow, what a terrible partner. Turn the page, Eight of Cups. Follow your path. You got to go, Pisces. I don't think you can go because I know they're always going to be back, but you deserve more, and I just think you should hear it. They did gaslight you, and I believe you. You should hear it. If you want more information, you want a personal reading about your situation, please donate $28 to a cause here on my channel, jks1111.com. Donate, and you're going to receive a raffle ticket for free readings for a year. Plus, you're going to get a free reading live, okay? So please consider donating that, and we'll get more to your story. But thank you so much, guys, for watching. You've been a wonderful audience. Thank you for being here with me. And if you're watching this, it's for a reason. I feel like one of these messages was for you. So thank you for watching. There is a major collective reading at the beginning for all signs. So please rewind, watch the main reading, and then the rest of them are time-stamped, and they're going to be for all the zodiacs. So I hope they kind of gave you some more definition to your reading. All right, well, thank you. You're welcome. Hey, Angie. Yes, please share, subscribe, like my videos, like my channel, please. Hey, Bling. Did anyone donate tonight? Anyone donate? Ooh, 108 minutes. The eights. I don't know if you guys are delayed. Have a nice day, Ling. Have a nice night, guys. Hey, Raquel. It's a zodiac reading, but it's also a main reading for everybody, collective reading at the beginning. Thank you, Angie. You wish you could. Aw, I wish you could too. Well, when you can, you know where to go. It's a very good cause. All right. I love you. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you soon. Remember, this is a journey, not a destination, so you just keep swimming. Thanks for watching, guys. See you later.